Well, everybody, I'm back here with my Gigantopithecus, and here is the Skull Island Cave Bear. See, I got him a good amount done, but then I realized the skull sculpt wasn't exactly accurate. So I went back, and I happened to have a spare tube of caulk. That's a hairless chimpanzee I'm gonna do later on, and for the most part, he looks pretty good, but I'll have him done by tomorrow. Anyway, on to the star of on the video, the Gigantopithecus blacki figure. Here he is. Overall, he looks pretty good. Um, Definitely looks a bit more different, I guess you could say, in terms of paint job than a lot of my or a lot of other Gigantopithecus representations. Now, this guy's most of his coloration was inspired by Prehistory by Liam, I think he's called, on DeviantArt. He made a Gigantopithecus playing with a baby tiger cub and called the photo Kitten Kong. It was very cute. But I really was stricken by the color scheme. And it looks quite a bit different than the one I did. But, you know, I based a lot of it off of his Gigantopithecus look. Um, but here we have the dark purplish face with the blue hue on his brow. Got the eyes here. Camera, there we go. Camera focuses in. Got the other eye. And we got his mouth with the molars painted in the background. They're kind of flat. So it's not the highest detail, but they don't look too bad. Got it's hard to show you. There we go. Got the teeth painted in the back of the roof of his mouth. And then we got these big ass canine and front teeth. Premaxillae, I think they're called. I could be wrong. With his grayish gums, along with the grayish parts of his lips and the pinkish parts. I tried to get it a little bit similar to an orangutan's mouth, since those are the closest analogs to these guys we got in terms of relative wise, because we don't actually know what these things looked like, even skeleton wise. And I imagine since they most likely lived on the ground due to how large the jawbone was, they were most likely terrestrial instead of being arboreal. So I'd imagine they'd be something like a gorilla in terms of size, or maybe not. Maybe they were completely different. We have no clue. Hence the reason why I gave them a more unique paint job, just because I figured it'd correlate better, just with the whole unknown of it. So here we got his arms. This guy was originally not Mighty Joe yet, was a George from Rampage figure. Hence the reason why he has articulation in this one arm and nowhere else. You could thank the people that made this figurine for that, by the way. I mean, what kind of dumbass only puts articulation in his one arm and then makes it go, eh. That's it, folks. And then I guess he had articulation in his mouth, but my younger self fucked that up, and I couldn't restore it, so what you gonna do? So, yep, he got his feet. I decided to go with a peach color for the skin, with a little bit of a grayish hue all around. Got his ballsack fur covering up his junk. We have, it says Gigantopithecus. That guy. Not my best paint work in terms of a name, but the Anarchist looked a lot better, which I still got to make a video on that. I'll do that. But it says Gigantopithecus. So just imagine Christopher Walken, and I'm a Gigantopithecus. That's the best part of that movie, the Jungle Book movie. Fucking Christopher Walken as a Gigantopithecus. That was awesome. Don't fuck with me, Mr. Man Cub. Oh shit. But yeah, and then I did his face phalanges and most of his face in a dark purple, kind of show off the more colorful side of apes, since a lot of primates they can see in color. So I figure they're the most flamboyant mammals, so I figure I'd show that off a little bit here. with the with the white crest, with the fur, with the black streaks, some more white, and a mustard color, maybe. I don't really know how you would describe that. Either way, and then with some little speckles on the side of his phalanges, face phalanges. Anyway, and then it correlates with this throat sac here that I did, and a little bit of like a kind of like a breaking up of colors where it transcends or transitions from this to the purplish. I thought that looked pretty good. His ears are done in a slightly different color, generally made to blend in with the back of his head, with a good amount of gray being around, going around. Little specks of red still kind of visible, but I think it blends in decently well. Don't matter all that much. Get with the arm hairs hanging, with it with a different brown kind of transitioning into the skin parts, especially on the sides here, and the nice firm buttocks, yes, with the smooth back. But overall, hold on, get this little bit there. Some fur detail there. Overall, it don't look too bad, you know. It's definitely was an interesting beast. You know, I don't know. And I think the real life King Kong is a little bit of an over exaggeration. I mean, I guess it is the closest thing that we know of right now, but I mean, Gigantopithecus was like maybe 8 feet tall, something like that. While King Kong, even in his smallest depictions, it was like 25 feet tall. Which everybody's saying that Rexy and various other dinosaur beasts like Devil Joe and all that crap could beat up King Kong. I call bullshit on that. Because the 1933 one was 50 feet tall, so he could probably drop kick a Devil Joe. As for the Dragon Breath, he could dodge it. Dude's fast as hell. He's fast as fuck, boy. But yeah, not to make this a King Kong video, and because it's not King Kong, it's a Gigantopithecus. You know, but yeah, you know, over here it's looks pretty good. There's some crocodiles in that background I'm gonna work on. And overall, yeah, I like them. So if everybody had a good day, or I hope everybody had a good day, and I'll see you next time.